Hi friends, it's me, Mrs. Kimberly. Okay, we're gonna do a quick video on the winner of the choice of these 3 packs from our last video. We had 4 people comment Fallout on the last video who are subscribed and also liked that video. And I have placed them in order of their comments. So we have Orange Bunny, Al, Irish Mexican, and Connor. Okay, we're gonna roll this D6. And remember on these, the South Coast Wizards logo is a 1, not a 6. Okay, we will roll until we get a 1 through 4 and we'll ignore 5 and 6. Keep rolling until we get 1 through 4. You ready? 5, 5, 6. Okay, you gotta stay on the mat, dude. 4! Who's 4? Number 4, Connor! Connor, you won! You won your choice of either Lorwyn Eclipsed, Tarkir Dragonstorm, or Thunder Junctions. One of these packs is yours for the winning. Let's see, you and I are in the same chat group for our local game store. So if you just want to hit me up in the chat store and tell me which one of these you would like, I will bring it Friday night and I'll get it to you. All right, congratulations. If y'all want to stick around, I have a couple of boosters that were gifted to me for my birthday by my lovely friend Brittany and her husband Josh and their kids. And thank you so much, Wes and Elle and Nikolai. So fabulous that y'all got me some packs to open and some really cool pens, erasable, so cool. My birthday was last month and I finally got to see her and she did my hair. And let's see what we got. A sweet card that I already opened. I opened the packs and I was like, oh, I'm gonna open these on a video. Okay, we got Secrets of Strixhaven and Aether Drift. So cool, right? Oh, we need glasses. If we're gonna start reading magic cards with that tiny little, what, size 5 font? Okay. All right, let's open these up and see what we get. Oh, I'm kind of butchering it. That's okay, it's just the wrapping. There's probably an easier way to do this, but I haven't figured it out. All right, let's open up Aether Drift. I liked this set. I like both of these sets. Well, this is the new set. I like it. I am not a vehicles player, but maybe someday. All right, we got an elephant token. Very cool. And on the other side, insect. All right, you ready? Here we go. We got Flood the Engine. Enchant creature a vehicle or vehicle. When this aura enters, tap enchanted permanent. Enchanted permanent loses all abilities and doesn't untap during its controller untap phase. You know, this is one of those cards, I hate it when it's played on me, but I love playing it to someone else. I know, is that awful? I mean, don't we all though? Come on, admit it. You hate it when it's played on you, but when you play it on somebody else, you're like, ha. Okay, Brightfield Glider. It's a 1/1 for 1 vigilance. When this creature attacks while saddled, it gets +1/+2 and gains flying until end of turn. Saddle 3, tap any number of other creatures you control with total power 3 or more. This mount becomes saddled until end of turn. It's kind of the same thing as vehicles. Crewing, I really don't know if there's a difference between saddling and crewing. This mount becomes saddled until end of turn. Saddle only as a sorcery. That's the same as crewing, right? So, but maybe they just changed the name for Thunder Junction. Anyway, fun mechanic. Okay, crash and burn. Choose 1, destroy target vehicle. Crash and burn deals 6 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Good stuff. Engine rat, death touch. Each opponent loses 2 life. Run over. Spell costs 1 less to cast if it targets a mount or vehicle you control. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature and opponent controls. I like that. Like when the creatures have to fight the creatures. It's removal. It's definitely for removal. Burner Rocket Flash. When this vehicle enters, target creature you control gets +2/+0 and gains trample. Crew 1. Walking. I didn't even see if they're putting them in their commons and uncommon places. Walking Sarcophagus. Wow, that's kind of scary. Start your engines. Oh, I remember that mechanic. Yes, that was so fun. If you have no speed, it starts at 1. It increases once on each of your turns when an opponent loses life. Max speed is 4. Max speed, this creature gets +1/+2. All right, uncommon. Lorgoran, Soul of Alcria or Kyria? Alcria. Probably Alcria. Because Alcria, well, it could be either. Flying. When Lorgoran attacks when saddled, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target mounts vehicles. Saddle 1. Fuel the flames. 2 damage to each creature or cycle it. Memory Guardian. Affinity for artifacts. Love. I'm telling you guys, I want an artifact deck. Plow through. Uncommon. Here's our mythic rare. Woo! We got a mythic rare! Coal Stoke Gear Hulk. Okay, 1, 2 black, 2 red. Death Touch a Menace, 5/4, construct artifact creature. When this creature enters, put target creature card with mana value 4 or less from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control with a finality counter on it. That creature gains Menace, Death Touch, and Haste at the beginning of your next end step. Exile that creature. This would go really good in my pony deck because I have a couple of great graveyard recursions in my pony deck, and I think it's Balaged, so it's like only mana value 2 or less or 3 of less or power 2 or something like that. It's very limited, so this would expand the availability that I have to get my stuff back from graveyard, which pony deck isn't a graveyard recursion, but if one of my ponies or one of my other really cool cards goes to graveyard, I want it back. I always want it back, especially if it's a pony. All right, sweet. And a rare. Lifecraft Engine. As this vehicle enters, choose a creature type. Vehicle creatures you control are the chosen creature type in addition to their other types. Each creature you control of the chosen type other than this one gets +1/+1 crew 3. Sweet. That's great. It's good for copying decks and a beautiful island. Oh my goodness, that was such a good pack. All right, let's see what we get in Strixhaven. Oh, that also reminds me, I'm on Arcadeck, and my pony deck is listed on Arcadeck, and it has seemingly gotten hundreds of look-ats, right? Okay, so if you're on Arcadeck and you have your decks listed up there with all the cards that are in them, other people can look at them and see what you're running. And all of our other decks that are up there, they're just like, oh, you know, a few views here, a few views there, maybe 60 or something. But the pony deck has got hundreds of look-see-atsies, where people look at it and see it. Look-see-atsy. Is that a word? No, it is now. Well, I don't know what you call it when they view it. Views, I guess. Anyway, it seems like people are really interested in my Little Pony deck. So I would like to know if you all are interested in having me go through my pony deck with you and show you how I play it, show you how I run it, what's in it. There's a couple different ways you can go with the ponies, because I looked up different ways people were going with the ponies, and I kind of chose a way. I have a video on it sometime back when the second secret layer of ponies came out. from the first one, from the very first one, like Secret Lair Ponies was called, what was it? Extra Life, and it was for the children's hospital. It was like a fundraiser for a children's hospital, and that was really kind of like the very first Secret Lair, but before it was called Secret Lair. So when the second set of ponies came out, what was it, last year, a year ago, maybe two, I can't remember exactly, something like that. So now you have all the ponies to pull off the epic jank win of having all the ponies, and every pony wins. But anyway, there were different ways you can go with it. It could have got a little bit more aggro. It could have got a little bit more group hug. It could be a little of both. So I chose kind of the little of both, and I, of course, tweaked it to make it my own, and put in my own cards that I thought that would mesh well. And I was just saying, I played it last weekend, and there is a card in there. It's Happily Ever After, if you're familiar with this card. I have had it in my hand a few times. I have never seen a situation where pulling off all of the components needed for Happily Ever After were in place. I've never had, so many Extra Life that I started with, and different types in my graveyard, and there's like all these lists of components that need to be in place for you to have your Happily Ever After. So I'm thinking I might take that one out. I was considering it and putting in I don't know what, something, maybe another unicorn or horse. Sun. What is that horsemanship card? Maybe that one. But it's only for horses. It doesn't work for Pegasi, alicorns. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. Anyway, so let me know if you're interested in seeing a video on my pony deck. I would love to share it with y'all. I love playing it. I really get a kick out of it. Super fun. I think that's probably my favorite deck. It's definitely my favorite deck. Okay, a fractal token. Shopkeeper's Bane. Pull from the Grave. Rehearsed Debater. Spellbook Seeker. I love these cards. Creature enters prepared. Oh yes, the prepared mechanic. Super fun. While it's prepared, you may cast a copy of its spell. Doing so unprepares it, and then you got to prepare it again, so it's not broken. Draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. And I can't remember how this mechanic works. It's not like the adventure cards, right? Where you play the adventure side, the instant or sorcery, and then you exile in it, and you can hard cast it for its adventure cost. I can't remember exactly how this is played. I think it's either or. I don't think you get both like you do with an adventure card, but I don't remember. And I missed this pre-release. Had stuff going on, so. Rubble Rouser. Render Speechless. Foolish Fate. Homesickness. And our uncommon target. Player draws 2 cards, tap up to 2 target creatures, put a stun counter on each of them. If a permanent with a stun counter would become untapped, remove the counter set. Yes. Molten Note. Petrified Hamlet. In our rare spot, we have Practiced Offense. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature target player controls. Target creature gains your choice of double strike or lifelink until end of turn. Ooh, that's so good. Flashback. You can flashback it. I love flashback. That is really good for 3. And you flashback for 2. That's good stuff. Combat Tricks. A Braid. Right. What? The extended art or the alt art? I never know what those are called, but they're fun and they're pretty. And that's all that matters. A Braid deals 3 damage to target creature. Destroy target artifact. Choose 1. That's a good card. I like a Braid. I think a Braid is kind of like a red staple for red removal, right? Topiary Lecturer. So fun. So foily. And a Paradox Gardens. Tap land. Sweet. With utility. I love utility lands. So much fun. Okay, ignore my background. I had to break out my sewing machine. So all my other stuff had to get put away for a while. I don't really know how to sew. People are like, do you know how to sew? Well, it's like magic. Do you know how to play magic? Well, I have a deck and I kind of know how to pilot it, but am I really good at it? No. I have a sewing machine. I know how to turn it on and push the button and make it go. But can I like put together a garment from like scraps of fabric? No. So this is just my Lord of the Rings dress that I'm getting ready for Hobbit for August pre-release. It's my little Lord of the Rings dress. It's got little Lord of the Rings stuff on it. It's super fun, but I had to stitch down the buttons because they were getting on my nerves. So that's all I did to it. I didn't make any modifications to it. But yes, super excited for Hobbit coming out in 3 months, June, July, August. I think it's August. So yeah, oh, super fun. That one I will be at. Definitely going to be at that one. So, and I have some other stuff that I'm working on. So that just might be the background for a little while. Okay, well, we had a lot of fun. Congratulations, Connor. I'll see you Friday. I hope you're coming out. Please hit me up in the chat and tell me which one of these you would like to have. And let me know if y'all want to see a explanation of my ponies deck. And that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.